welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. To crank us up. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Miami's offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese. And
he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. They're bringing heat.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And the Hurricanes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Spartans offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
From the gun, the ground game. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Spartans are in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
And the field goal unit is on the field. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
That means Michigan State 3, Miami 0.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The last time we saw was a 3 and out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The Canes have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Looking to buy time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Rousseau. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Coming after him. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun. Wants to pass. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, 3rd downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Starts to scramble to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Leaves it with the running back. Bulls his way forward. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Spartans will hustle to the line. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that does. That reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose. And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third down, going up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the return, it's bunt. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He'll do it himself. Keeps the legs moving. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Now on second down. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Pressure coming. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Feeling some heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. The Spartans will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early in this one. They just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The sure hands. It's Blunt. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Oklahoma has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you think that coach is fired up on the sidelines right now,
they'll run it from the gun.
They're trailing by 14 to South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. And the Spartans want to crank the tempo. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are 2 conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
The Spartans line up to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Running back goes in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Canes have this offense rolling. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on second and 4. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they broke the lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll run it to the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Line gets set, first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building defensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got his man. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to
flying out to the left. The tag. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Miami.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run, maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover.
Carries the ball.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Spartans will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the single back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple of 2nd and 8. He'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Fires left. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He's got the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Hurricanes have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run play action. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. Third down coming for this offense. Tight end finds a soft spot. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Into the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Hurricanes! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys. You never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 10 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
From the gun, to give, looking for room. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. And the Spartans moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. Find out, flanked him on the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. It's caught. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. There have been few obstacles in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got it. Touchdown, Canes. And the pummeling has started.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. A about to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Miami 31, Michigan State 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion sets them up on second down. They'll try the run. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
For the offense.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. Finds a spot in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Second down coming up.
He wants to throw here on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Romero. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Near the 48-yard line. And that's a
He's going to pass. It's caught downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they
Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Now on second down after the incompletion. It's a draw. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Spartans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Encroachment. Defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. The give out of the gun. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're trying to get to it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
A first down for the offense. They'll go to the ground. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with second and 4. Right back to him on the ground. Tackle is made after the first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The running back has it. Fights off a defender. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. Here's the handoff. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. And now on third down after that last run. They'll try to get the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Canes send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fair catch, called for and made. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10.
Good enough for first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Give him 6. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Getting set for the point after.
For the extra point.
And the extra point gets him a little closer at 31-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to North Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Neutrals on defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 20, he's got space. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? With the clock running, this should be the final play. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.